It's the Joel Shit Show featuring Joel Shit. Hi, welcome to the Joel Shit Show. I'm your host, Joel Shit. So yesterday, packed up stuff to put on eBay. Pack up stuff to ship that I sold on eBay. I didn't list anything on eBay yesterday. I didn't have time. I went to the post office to mail the things I sold on eBay, and then I went to Jamba Juice, and I realized if I go to Jamba Juice, place an order, go to the post office, drop off the stuff, and then go back to the Jamba Juice, it still won't be ready, but I've saved time, because I don't have to do it after I get my smoothie, or before I even go there. So they're across the street from each other. Another reason to live in Willow Glen. Jamba Juice post office, across the street from each other. There's even a crosswalk that has a button to push, like when you cross the street at a traffic light, but there's no traffic light there. But when you push the button, these yellow lights start blinking on the street, so people know to stop because somebody's coming. It's great, and it's a well-traveled road, and it really pisses people off. But I say, if you need to get from point A to point B, don't drive right through Willow Glen. Don't take Lincoln. Take Bird. Take Meridian. Don't take Lincoln. That's stupid. So people still take Lincoln anyway, and then of course the light at Lincoln and Willow is always red anyway, but they're mad. They're like, oh, I gotta wait at this crosswalk for this idiot pedestrian when I could be waiting up there at that light at Willow instead. So what happens? Sometimes they don't yield, they zoom in front of me and get up to Willow, which is literally 200 feet up the road, and then they stop there. And it's like, aren't you glad you didn't just wait here? Yes. So, I did all that, and then I had to go to Yahoo. Yesterday was my second in-person interview at Yahoo. As the recruiting industry likes to call it, it was my second face-to-face. There's no job. There will be, but there's no job yet. But see, here's the thing. This job has been given and taken away and given and taken away so many times that they want to be ready to strike when that rec opens up again. So they're bringing people in like me, others too, and getting to know them and saying, well, if we get an opening for this kind of job, we're going to want that guy. And if we get an opening for that kind of job, we want this guy. And so, you know, it's not like I've had a lot else to do, right? So, went in for the second interview yesterday. Pretty well. I think I did pretty well. I think I might have overemphasized my ability to understand user interface stuff when I should have been focusing on my ability to be a copy editor. But I think it's going to be okay, because I said some things I probably shouldn't have, but I said a lot of things I should have said, and I think overall it was a positive impression. I really think they like me. I think they really want me to be the one they want to pick, and I think that they'll overlook my verbal slip-ups. After all, Sotomayor, right? She said some things that were misinterpreted too, and she's still going to get in. So, if Sonia can get in, so can I. That's what I'm saying. So, then I went out to the light rail, and I had a voicemail. I got a phone call while I was in the interview. I was like, I'm not going to answer this. So, I checked my voicemail, and it's a recruiter over at Technosource. And I've been talking to them for about a year now, and the original job they offered me I should have taken, but I was like, no, I'm going to fix things at Hitachi Data Systems. I'm going to emerge victorious. It's going to be something. And of course that didn't work out. And then since then they call me every 3 or 4 months. Hey, we got this opening, can you do this? I said, yeah, I guess so, or no, not really. If you're honest with the recruiter about what you can and can't do, they're more likely to follow up with another position if this isn't a good fit. If you tell them for every role, oh, I can do that, then it's like the boy who cried wolf. They'll look at your resume and they'll say, how can you do that? And you have to make some shit up. Well, they're going to find someone, especially in this economy, who's better qualified. So wait until the position's a really good match, and then say, yes, I can do it. And so that's what I've tried to do with them, showing them this professional courtesy and respect, and maybe it's going to pay off. Because they need a community manager at Cisco, and it's basically the same thing I did at Hitachi without the people I worked with at Hitachi. Well, I mean, I liked a lot of the people at Hitachi, I just didn't get along with my manager. But they're going to send my resume down there, and I asked, do you want me to tailor the resume to the job? And the guy's like, no, this is great just the way it is. And I was like, all right, you know. Even though it is a generic resume, it's definitely slanted toward web marketing type positions, so I can see that. So they sent it over yesterday. They said I'll hear back by the end of tomorrow. The opening just got created. It's a 6-month contract. It pays about what I was making at Hitachi, and that's fine, you know, better than unemployment. That pays much less. And I'll be working, which would be great, because then I can say, so yesterday I went to work, and I can't really talk about what I did there, but I saw a really nice cat when I went for a walk, or, you know my episodes are like when I'm employed. They're about as inane as they are when I'm not, so there you go. I think what's going to happen is I'm going to get that job, and then I'm going to have to tell Yahoo, hey, keep in touch, but I may not be available when you're finally ready. But I'm not going to assume anything, because I've been down this road before, as you well know. I'm going to keep trying. I'm still going to look for other jobs, because until you have a job, you don't have a job. See, if Yogi Berra had thought of that, he would have said it. And you know, Yogi Berra might have thought of that, but he never would have said it because he was never unemployed. He was always playing catcher for the Yankees and doing Aflac commercials. He never had to worry about that. But if for some reason Yogi Berra couldn't find a job, he'd probably say, until you have a job, you don't have a job. So I'm just really channeling him more than anything. So then if that wasn't enough, let's see. So I took the light rail home. Light rail, getting home from Yahoo, it's interesting. I can get off at San Fernando and walk home, or I can transfer trains and get off at Tamian and walk home. Some people say Tamian. I don't remember. The first time I heard it, someone said Tamian, and it was someone that worked for the light rail, the VTA, so I figured, well, if it's good enough for them, it's good enough for me. So at any rate, it's about 5 minutes faster if I wait for a train and transfer and get off at Tamian. But if I get off at San Fernando, I never have to wait to transfer trains, and I get more exercise in. Well, yesterday I was dressed in nice slacks, so I didn't do that. But I think if I get the job at Yahoo, then I will be taking the train and getting off at San Fernando and walking home, because that would give me some exercise. Also, the train stops right by the Ballatola Fitness downtown, so of course Yahoo has a gym too. I wouldn't even have to do that, and a softball team, and a volleyball court. Really, yes, ending up at Yahoo would be ideal, and I think I was a little too enthusiastic yesterday because I know how cool it would be. Plus, my friend will get a recruiting bonus, or referral bonus, excuse me, and she'll like that. So I think we'll just have to see what happens with all of that. So then I got home. It's 98 degrees. Actually, no, it got to 99 yesterday, according to the newspaper. 99 degrees yesterday. Very hot. Azure Ray was playing at Nickel City. And I've been talking about this show for weeks on KSCU. By the way, tonight, kscu.org, I will be on the air. So my girlfriend and I went to Buca di Beppo, and we had dinner, and they were really crowded because they didn't staff enough servers because it was a Tuesday night, but the restaurant manager is a fucking moron and didn't go, it's really hot. Maybe we should have more servers working. No, instead, we had to wait 15 minutes for a table even though the restaurant was half empty. There just weren't enough servers to go around. Service was okay. It wasn't his fault. He talked too fast, but that's just the way some people are. And he didn't give us bread. But that's okay, because there was too much food. Oh, crap. Where did Mary put it? Oh, maybe I'll talk about it tomorrow. So, because this is in Santa Clara County, you're required to include nutritional information. Calories, sodium, saturated fat, but not regular fat, and fiber or protein or carbohydrates, I don't know, one other thing. And you'd have to reprint new menus to do that, and not every company, especially a chain like Buca di Beppo, is going to want to do that. So this is what they did. They typed up something in Microsoft Word and said, or maybe they made a PDF out of it, and they said, here is the menu and all the nutrition information, and then they give it to you. They just print out on a piece of paper, so this is black and white, 8.5 by 11 piece of paper folded in half, like a brochure. And a brochure is usually a trifold, so it's just folded in half, like a calzone. And so, it's so weird because we always love to mispronounce things, but you'd think that calzone would make more sense to us, but we still say calzone, but in Italian, it's got to be calzone, because they do everything, it's a Latin-based language, right? So it's weird that we would pronounce it that way. So this nutrition information, black when I'm looking, I was surprised in the sense that I thought the stuff would have more calories. Like, let's take the antipasta salad. It's a salad that's drenched in dressing. It's got like pepperoni and olives and all those stupid salty meats. Yeah, the whole salad has like 4 grams of sodium, which is ridiculous. But the whole salad, and that's the Buca Small, which is supposed to serve 3 people, 1,100 calories. Honestly, I expected it to be more. I thought the dressing alone would be that much, but then really the lettuce doesn't have any. But the other crap, like the pepperoni and olives and stuff, I figured that'd be a 2,000 calorie salad, so who knew? But like the warm tomato and spinach salad was 1,200 calories. It was more than the antipasta salad. So it just goes to show you never know, and the dressing is the source of all the calories. But it's kind of interesting to see, and also because Buca Small is supposed to serve 2 to 3 and Buca Large serves 4 to 6, they took the total calories and divided it by 3 and 6 respectively. So you look at the menu, and the Buca Small and the Buca Large are about the same, but they're a little different because the portion sizes aren't exact. But because they divide it by 3 or 6, it's like you're going to eat more than that. So that was kind of sneaky. But at the same time, most Buca Smalls are about 1,000 calories. Most Buca Larges are about 2,000 calories. I expected it to be more, I always just assumed it just shows I don't understand a damn thing about calories, but shows what I know. But anyway, that was fun. So we get to Nickel City, and the first act was on, and we saw like one song, and it was alright. And then we played Cruisin' Exotica, and the player 2, because we're going to play against each other, player 2, the coin acceptor wasn't working. So Mary put like 5 or 6 nickels in, and she's like, oh crap, it's not working. So I go and get the gal working there, and she says, oh, I got to fix that. She puts the max credits on the machine, which is 30, and I usually win. So I said to Mary, let me play on this side, because the winner gets a free race. And if we want to do the entire tour, which is like, I don't know, 12, 14, 16, races, I don't know. Last one is Mars, Cruisin' Exotica, that's the one that goes to Mars. And so I said, let me do this side, maybe we'll be able to beat them all anyway, because I can win some of them, but I can't win all of them. So if there's 30 credits, and it's 6 to start, 5 to continue, that means you can use 26 of the credits, and then you can't play anymore. So that's 1 start and 4 continues. So that means out of all the races, except for the last one, of course, I have to win all of them except for 4 of them, because I can use my 4 continues if I don't win the race. Well, I only didn't come in first 3 times out of the races, so I actually left 9 credits on the machine. And plus, whoever played next got to play for free because I won the Mars race too. I won every race but 3. And 2 of them I should have won, and I screwed up, and the other one I just didn't have a chance, but I've gotten pretty good at that game, It only took, 11 years since that game came out? It's been a while. It has Clinton in it, so I know it's at least 10 years old. But hooray for that. Then we watched the second band, Corpus Callosum, and I've seen them before because they played at a Nickel City show before. And they were just like before, an Ibopa ripoff, and that's fine because, Ibopa's for good eating. So it was a good show. They know what they're doing, and I hope they make money at it. They're obviously very good at what they do. And then it was time for Azure Ray. And Azure Ray was late. Apparently their tour van broke down in Seattle. But that is a common excuse. I know vans break down, but they seem to break down a lot more when a rock band's driving it, so who knows what the real reason why they were late was. But it's like, I have a headache. No, you don't. You just don't want to have sex. So it's the same thing, see. They went out there and they did what Azure Ray does. They sing, they do an excellent job, and they have no stage presence, and they're boring. They engage the audience a little bit, but to be fair to them, there were 50 people there. They were all sitting down on the carpet, so I don't think they were expecting that. And I bet you when they play in San Francisco tonight, they're going to talk shit about our show yesterday in San Jose. I can guarantee it, because they can engage the crowd in San Francisco that way. And all my friends are going to that show. I can't believe Azure Ray only played to 50 people, and it's one of those things I'm probably going to talk about when I'm old. I'll be like, yep, I saw Azure Ray back in 2009, and there were only 50 people there, and they were all sitting on the carpet. And then after that, we also played Tetris. Man, I suck at Tetris. I don't like Tetris. I like Puzzle Fighter. And, I mean, without Tetris, there wouldn't be a Puzzle Fighter, but I don't care. I can beat some of the levels, can't beat some of the other levels. It's just annoying. You're playing, all of a sudden it says, here's some more blocks to get in your way. And it's just like, no, you're messing up my plans. And plus, when you get to the top, it doesn't slide over fast enough. But that's, of course, the classic problem with Tetris, is that the middle, if it gets too high, you can't slide over in time, and you fuck up one piece when you're in the top half and your game's over. I mean, it was the first puzzle game, so they were bound to discover that, you know, ways to make the game more fun, and that's why Columns came out, and then there's Tetris Attack, and Puzzle Fighter, and Bust a Move, and all these other games, and, you know, not even necessarily that order. But, you know, they figured it out. But the original classic Tetris, it's like, oh yes, it's like the Rubik's Cube episode of The Simpsons, where Marge says, I remember why we put this away in the first place, because, you know, use your main finger. That was a great line. So then after that, it was still hot out, so we went to 7-Eleven and got Slurpees, and I always get the Crystal Light Slurpee because I want to support them. It's just like how I get Fresca at Cheesecake Factory, because Fresca is not usually at restaurants, and I want to make sure that it's available for the people that really need it, like diabetics that are Mormon, because then they can't have sugar or caffeine. I'm looking out for the Mormon diabetics. Take that, Mitt Romney. I'm better than you. So she got a Coke Slurpee. I got the supposed to be the wild strawberry Crystal Light Slurpee, but it wasn't. It was actually mango or peach. No, it was peach, and it was fine, except the machine didn't work right because there was the syrup and the ice, and it never mixed together. So it dumps into the cup separately somehow. I didn't notice because it looked okay. And I'm sitting in the car driving home, and I'm like, and it's all air and a little bit of syrup. So by the time I get home, I've got this white chunk of ice and a little bit of syrup on the bottom. I was like, what the fuck? It looked fine when I filled it. So I had about half of it, and I woke up this morning, I just had some Kool-Aid. Well, really, I guess it was Crystal Light, right? So I drank that. But yes, it was a good time to be had by all. It was a crazy day, and who knows, maybe Monday I'll be working at Cisco, maybe in August I'll be working at Yahoo. I have no idea. But there's a job in the future for me, and in the meantime, I'm just going to keep listing shit on eBay, because that's what people are commissioning me to do. That's all the time we have for today. Visit us on the web at joelshitshow.com. Email joel@joelshitshow.com.